Hello, new teachers. This will be your quick guide to how to navigate the world of WIN. And we're going to talk a little bit about where to find all the information that you need, how to sign students up for your sessions, and any resources and contact people that you would need during this process. The first thing we're going to start off with is finding your home base for all things WIN, which is on the HMS staff website. If you go to the HMS staff website, there is a tab up here at the top where it says WIN, and this has your home base for everything you will need to access. The teacher session spreadsheet down here is where you sign up for the sessions that you're going to be offering each week. If you click into that, it will show you where it will have the list of the teachers' names, as well as what type of session they are going to be offering, and the topic, the number of students, and a brief description of what you will be doing for that. You need to choose a pull down in this first column that talks about what type of session it will be. Then you're going to give what the topic might be. For example, if this is a test review or if this is an extra extension activity about cells. Then you're going to put the number of students that you can accommodate in your session here and a brief description of what you will actually be doing during that session. If you need ideas for what the types of sessions are, as well as what you can do for those sessions, under that HMS WIN Time tab, they have a section on here in the Teacher WIN Handbook that talks very clearly about what the session types are. Their CSI, tutorial, extension, enrichment, core study lab, guided study hall, etc. And then it also talks a bit down at the bottom about some resources and ideas for various sessions. If you're still struggling with what types of sessions to be offering, it's always a good idea to talk to the people on your interdisciplinary team as well as your grade level content team to see what they've done in the past. Good resources would also be Jennifer Selak, me, Alyssa Springer, and Michael Kalal if you have any questions about the sessions and how those work. So those are where all the resources are for what you would need to do for how to create your session. The next thing you need to do is to know how to actually sign up students on your WIN wall. So to get into your WIN wall, you're going to click here where it says WIN wall sign in. When that opens up, you are going to be logging in here using your username and password. Your username is just going to be your e-number, not your full email. And then you're going to enter your password. The first screen it's going to take you to when you log in is going to be your assignment list. This will be your list of students that you will have in each session based on the ones that you assign and accept. There are two ways to get students into sessions. The first is for you to assign them. We call that a CSI. It means you are going in and deliberately choosing which students that you want to have in your session and placing them in there, usually to assist them with skills that they need more help with based on what you're seeing in class. Over here, you can see the date, you can see the student, and then the students will write in notes for why they are going to be in that session. Obviously, some of these are better than others. And over here, this will also show a present or an absent to take roll on the day of. When you are going in to accept students, it'll show over here whether or not you accept or deny that student based on numbers or based on the type of session that you're going to give. If you are CSIing a student, you're going to go up here to this tab where it says Assign Students. Then you should be able to search for a student in the student system by just simply typing in their first and last name. So if I go in here, I can then pick the variations and pick the correct student that I want to assign to my class. Then it'll show you the calendar. Whatever day you are wanting to enter for that student, you're going to click on that box. We're going to have Tuesdays and Thursdays are always what the WIN sessions are. So you're going to have to add that student for Tuesday and Thursday of the week that you want to CSI them. For the note, this will be what the student sees. So you might just put CSI and then the reason why you're requesting them for that session. So it might be review paragraph writing. And then you're going to click add. Be sure that before you click away from this page that you go up to the top and make sure you click this submit button. Otherwise, it will not save on the calendar. When you do that, all these other red calendar markers will also go away. So I'm going to click submit. You know it's worked when you see this turn to blue. And then when the student logs in, they see the exact same thing that you see right here. They will see that you've reserved them on that date, and they will see the note as to why you are requesting them for the CSI. The little pencil, if you click on it, will allow you to edit the note in there if you need to. And the X button removes the sign up if you decided that you no longer need that student or if you made a mistake of some kind. If they are coming in for this week, you're going to need to assign that student on both Tuesday and Thursday of that week. So basically, you can just click on it, double click, and then add that student again. The other way that you will accept students into sessions is students will sign up in advisories on Monday for your sessions. Then you'll see this first page start to fill up with students who have requested you rather than the other way around. You'll see these over here on the side turn into accept or deny, and then you will click accept if you are going to approve them for that session and deny if you will not. Try not to deny students unless your session is full or for some reason they wouldn't qualify. For example, if you are having a session that's only meant for 8th grade science students and a 6th grader signs up, then obviously it's okay to deny them. But if they are in fact kids who fit the category and the qualifications for that session, try not to deny those. Okay. Just remember that when you go to take roll on win days, you will also do it from this first screen. So it'll pop up with present or absent when it gets closer to that date, and then you will mark the roll of the students in that session based on that list. The date always shows over here to the side. You can filter that up here at the top. So if you only want to see what it is for 1 week, I can change that very easily up here and then hit search so that it filters so that I can only see these students for that particular week. Make sure that you're keeping up with this calendar and double checking it every day during the week to make sure that you're accepting and denying students as needed so that they don't fall behind on what they need to show their advisory teachers, which is what we will talk about in a second, is what you need to be doing as an advisory teacher. If you have any questions about the types of sessions, again, remember, and I already said this, but go over here to that Teacher Win Handbook and it will explain the differences between the types of sessions and what those look like. Some important dates to remember for Win sign up for this year. On the Friday or whatever the last day is of a given week, you need to have all your teacher sessions posted and submitted on that spreadsheet. And remember, that's located over here on the Teacher Win page. If you go to the Win tab and you scroll down, that's located under the teacher session spreadsheet right here. And once again, you'll just enter that info. Monday during advisory, students will be signing up for Win sessions. So after that Monday advisory time, you need to be checking your calendar once a day is always a good note to check those. Go into your Win wall and make sure that you are checking and approving or denying students. They will not be able to sign up for a new session until you take care of that. So be sure that you're keeping up with that. Date-wise, as far as an advisory teacher, what your responsibilities will be for your Win sessions. For your advisory kids in the morning, Monday, students will be signing up. So they need to go to the student webpage. Okay, the student webpage, it looks like this. They will see a link to the sign up. And then this spreadsheet will be live for them and open up on Monday, and will be where they choose what sessions they want to do. Then the students sign up on the Win wall from here. Wednesday, you're going to check and make sure that each of your advisory students is signed up. Please don't take their word for it. They need to actually log into their Win wall and show you their calendar, and you need to make sure that they have signed up for a session on Tuesday and Thursday of that next week with that teacher. And you will be able to very easily double check if they have in fact done that. If you go to your Win wall and click on Assign Students, any student that you enter, you can see their calendar exactly the way it appears to that student. So If you have any doubts or if you want to double check or see if a student is telling the truth, you can go into their calendar and double check and make sure that they see those signups. Friday, you're going to actually check again and make sure that each student is signed up and has a session. So as an advisory teacher, Monday is when kids will sign up. Wednesday, you're going to check each student in your advisory and see their calendar and make sure that they've signed up for a session. And Friday, check again to make sure that they are signed up. Any students who do not have a chosen win session will be put into open sessions by the end of that working week. And the real goal is to make sure that students are picking win sessions that they actually want and that are actually a good fit for them rather than being assigned to an open session. So please make sure that you're trying to keep up with those advisory win responsibilities. In general, just some helpful hints. If you're having tech issues with the WinWall itself, if it's a login issue or something not functioning or saving, that is best left as a help desk issue. That is 7078 is the number for the help desk, and they can usually figure out what's going on the technology end. If it's a question about procedures and dates and issues with the Win planning or what types of sessions to offer or the timeline on things, then you can contact a Win team member. Jennifer Seelock, Michael Kalal, and myself, Alyssa Springer, are all good contact people if you have questions about that. Make sure that if you have any questions that you are contacting one of those folks. Welcome to the building, and we hope you have a great year.